Hey, it's your boy Ron Big Black Garrett. Now, if I seem a little miffed, not my usual chipper self, it's because of reason. I'm going to approach a topic that I'm really sort of getting irritated with, and others like Jimmy Moore and Keto Savage and Keto Evangelist and Carrie Brown and a lot of other people within the keto sphere of people have broached this subject. But I feel like it's my time to broach this subject today because I'm really getting irritated. And it's what I call the keto police. Guys, within this keto sphere, we are supposed to be helping each other. We're supposed to be encouraging each other. We're supposed to, with love, politely correct people when they go astray. Meaning, not necessarily trying to change their keto journey, but if they're introducing things that are not on the approved food list and things like that, then we should say, hey, that's not really keto, But I'm not a if it fits your macros guy either. I'm not saying that. I let people live how they want to live. I give them the information. I if they ask me, I'll tell them, but I let people live their lives. Hey, it's up to these other people. I have friends now who are diabetic, who don't want to do anything that what I'm doing, yet they always look at me and say, "Wow, man, you're making changes. Wow, man, this. Wow, man, that." But they're not willing to change their habits, and I tell them straight up because I'm a person who will tell you things that are the truth if you ask me. I don't go around slapping people upside the head and saying, hey, man, you got to be keto or you're going to die. But I do say, hey, man, that insulin, uh, um, diabetes is a disease of hyperinsulinemia and high sugar. That's the part they leave out. They leave the hyperinsulinemia out. Most people only think of diabetes as a disease of high sugar. But it's also the presence of too much insulin in your body that's causing issues. It's what actually leads to the heart attacks and all these other issues. There was a thing that they did back in the day when they found this out. They were using these dogs and they were injecting one side with insulin and one side with something else. I can't remember what it is. I have to go and find the study. But what happened was how they discovered that insulin was causing a lot of the issues is that on the side that they were injecting the insulin was actually causing all of the hardening of the arteries and all of the other problems on that side of the animal. Now that's not approving of that. I'm a dog lover, so let's get that straight. I'm just telling you what happened. But my point being is that I try to just give people the information and I let them know that if you can't continue to eat what you want and then just take a pill or take a shot. But like I said, at the same time, I am not the keto police. But I'm really talking about within the keto sphere family where it seems like there's a trend going on. I don't know if we've been infiltrated or what, but when I first started this deal, I got nothing but support, even in the online forums and all of that. But now it seems that we have a bunch of idiots that are in here, and maybe it's just hurting people. And so maybe I'll try to be a little bit nicer. But I'm a little fired up today because I'm tired of it. Someone will ask a question in a forum. Someone will ask a question online. Someone will make a statement about what they did. And I've seen some of these people. I can see how they're writing. They're proud of what they did today because they may have added something that was not keto into something that they were doing. But the change that they made, not eating the crap that they were eating, that's a big deal. And you get these keto police jokers out here that shoot it down. Oh, that's not keto. And they don't do it nicely. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to make a comment to someone, do it nicely. Don't be a jerk. I'm always amazed. And I got so fired up today that I almost wrote something that would have reflected bad on my faith because I was so mad because I am very protective of people. It's one of the reasons that I got to be such a big guy was because I grew up in domestic violence. My mom was abused, and I grew up with violence and all that. So I determined to get as big as I can so nobody will ever mess with me again. And so I'm a natural protector. It's what I do. So when I see people getting bullied online, and yeah, I normally don't use a bully because the times I got bullied in my life actually made me stronger. So I'm not sitting up there giving the people who are bullied a pass. Hey, use it to your advantage. Don't sit up there and whine and cry. Take that strength and grow from it. So let's get that straight. I'm not one of these people that's going to sit up there and tell people it's okay if you get bullied to lay in a corner and cry. No, get your butt up, dust yourself off, and do what you need to do. All right? No, but what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with addressing these bullies. And it should not be happening in the keto community. Ever. Ever. Let me say that again. You people who sit up there and you look at me closely, because you know I'm talking to you, who sit up here on this keyboard and you talk real tough behind a keyboard, but let me run into you in Walmart or something like that. All of a sudden you running behind the produce, trying to hide in a cooler because you're scared. It must be something wrong in your life. And I'm going to pray with you after I get off this thing today, because you know who you are. It must be something that's so lacking in your life that you feel like you have to attack and down other people instead of lifting them up. And I just don't live my life like that. And like I said, I don't really get fired up about too many things these days because I know people are people. But when I see a person get hurt online and I see a person maybe walk away from this keto journey because of a goofball, that makes me mad, because we're not playing with house money here, folks. That's a life-changing decision when that happens. You need to realize that when you bully someone out of keto, or you run them off and make keto seem so hard, you're possibly you're going to be responsible for their death if they don't change in something like that. And I hate to put that on you, but it's the truth. You need to understand that what you're doing can kill someone. I know people now who don't want to do keto anymore because every time they say something in a support forum, they get blasted for it. And it's ridiculous. Grow up, support and love people. If they don't do what you're doing, then, sit back and continue to do what you do and quit worrying about what they do. Give them the information and move on. It's that simple. Your life should not be so. You need to take stock of your life. If your life is so empty that you have to bombard somebody else with negativity, you have the problem. You are the one that are sick. You're more sick than diabetes or anything else. You have a mental sickness that needs to be dealt with. So I'm sorry if I got a little fired up today. Well, really, I'm not, because I mean it. It's getting these things off my chest is what keeps me from going around just slapping the mess out of stupid people. It's what I always tell the people at my work. One of the things I do when I go in is I always pray for whatever building I work in. I always pray for it before I go in. I stick my hand up there. People are walking by. I don't care. And I had someone ask me one time, man, why do you do that? I said, look, man, if you had known me before I gave my life to Christ, if you had known me before I changed, you would be thankful that I'm out here praying every day before I walk in here. Because if I didn't, I'd be walking around slapping the spirit out of people left and right, paintbrushing people with my hand. And that's me sort of lightening the mood because I know I got a little rough, but it's the truth. And you can ask some people. I have actually said that. So let's support each other, people. Let's be better people than we have been. And let's start doing the things that we need to do to lift each other up. Love is an awesome thing. Hate sucks. Hey, I love you. God bless you. Hey, keep calm and keto on. Peace.